Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Lifestyle Yoga with Loretta. So this morning we're going to do some planks and side planks, but I just wanted to introduce you guys to a new product, the vibrational plate. I got this obviously for back pain. That's what we're working on, right? But so I just wanted to share that with you. Reading through some of Eric Dalton's work for massage, it totally makes sense to me that the little ligaments that attach at the facets, they get too tight, so it really disrupts the rib cage, the low back. It pulls things in the wrong direction. Sometimes we get an overabundance of muscle on one side and the other side gets a little lax. So I'm going to show you that first, and then we'll get right to our practice. So come on back. Hopefully you'll be able to see me back here. So this is, I definitely want to say start slow with this. I did it the first time and it was like, a little too much. But if a little is good, a lot is even better sometimes in my world. I have to really gauge that down. So there's 3 different levels on the plate. You can stand in the middle, a little bit out. So in the middle is walking, jogging, and running. So I'm going to turn this on to a program and just kind of show you what it looks like. Really works the lymphatic system. So this is great for everybody. If you're trying to lose some weight, this is really going to keep that lymphatic system cleaned out without the impact of actually being outside walking. Also great for those of my friends that don't really like to exercise. Rachel, you can't eat candy on here. So you could, but please don't. So we just started, and you can just see a little bit of movement through the hips. It's just kind of nice. This is program 1, or you can just set it just on a number that you like and go from there. And as we move out a little bit farther, I like to soften my knees, make sure that everything's mobile. I do this in the mornings in front of my red light, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah, we got a red light. Definitely need to look into that. I have a Red Rush 360, and it's a full body red light. And then as we open the feet to that running setting, we get just a little bit more out of it. So again, start slow, keep the knees soft, the booty back, same thing applies. You could sing and get a nice vibration in your voice, whatever works for you. They do a lot of exercises. It just went up, so it's going to go a little bit more. You can do a lot of exercises for stability and balance. You might sit in a chair and just have your feet on this, and you're still going to get that nice motion up through the legs. Anything that brings more energy, love, light, and abundance into the body is where we're moving towards. Good. So, feels good. Again, take that slow. What is the product? This is a Life Pro. This is an American-made product. I'm trying to just do those. So, and if you go on Amazon, where I got that from, if you put in American-made, then you'll get a different list of products. So let's go ahead and take it down on our mat. I'm going to lower the camera a little bit. How are we doing this morning? Should work. Let's start seated on our mat. We're going to warm that core up a little bit. Hands on the knees, press back. And we'll just take it back and up. Pull the belly button into the spine, scoop it in and up. We'll do that a few times. I'm going to turn my phone off, just in the offhand chance. I'm popular this morning. Up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Scoop the abs in and up. Tiny waist. Lift the rib cage up and away from the pelvis and sink back. So we begin to warm up that low back. Bring some heat, some energy in there, some motion, juicing up the joints. Up and back. Planks and side planks, big time core work. Super important, keeping the back strong. And we'll gently come back. And let's go ahead and start with a little bit of plank today. Try to keep these 15, 20 minutes. Good. So we're going to start with the hands down, fingers open, and we're going to bring the shoulders. Hopefully I'm in the right place here. Actually, this feels pretty good for the low back. Let's just take a little stretch here. Let the belly fall. Lift the seat bones back. Come in a little bit. And then we'll take the feet back. Bring the hips down. Roll the shoulders back. So bring that scapula right down onto the rib cage. Press the heels back. Lift the belly. Nice deep breaths. We get a little bored here. We can add some knee taps. Side to side. Breathing. As if we're staying here for 5 minutes. Side to side. And if you feel like you need a longer warm-up, definitely take that longer warm-up. And hold. Roll the shoulders back, bring the shoulders right over the elbows, hug those arm bones together, and bring the knees down. And we'll stretch all the way back to child's pose. Oh, yeah. Feels good. Let's lift the hips slightly, hollow up the belly, and take that low back back. So we're opening, releasing the spine. And coming down. We're going to take it onto the side. We're going to move through a modified side plank first. So we'll come down. And again, the shoulder is just above the elbow. The palm is down. Knees are bent. Let's take the hip back. So we're right on that right hip. We're going to lift the hips, reach the arm up, bring the pelvis forward, and add some little lifts and back to neutral. Lift from here. So we're squeezing underneath. Breathing. Exhaling as we squeeze. Good. And bring it down. Coming up, lateral flexion, reaching over. Lifestyle yoga with Loretta when the nose runs. The nose runs. It hasn't run off the face yet, so we're good. And down. Everybody survived the cold snap. It was pretty cold. Let's bring it to the other side. Again, we come down. Elbow under the shoulder, knees bent. Lift, pelvis forward, reaching up. Here's those lift and squeeze. We're squeezing underneath. Neutral, lift and squeeze. 5 more. Exhale. Exhale. 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Again, lateral flexion, reaching over. Deep breath, lift that rib cage up and away. Creating space, creating balance. Nice. And we'll gently come back as we move into our first plank. We could do some plank abs. Let's go ahead and do those since we're warming up the core. We'll come on down. Same arm position as the first time, and we're just going to round up through the shoulders and draw the rib cage towards the pubic bone. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Melt it all the way down. Let's bring those feet up for a little bow pose. Reach, lift, and stretch. Lengthening the chin forward, hugging the scapula together. And gently release. Coming all the way back to child's pose. If we haven't been doing child's pose for a while, we might notice that this feels super good. So take as long as you need or come back and do it again in a while. Or at the end of your 15 minutes. Our 15 minutes of fun. Good, lift the hips, hollow up the belly, stretch the low back. And down. Good. So we can use the modification for the side plank down. We can stay on the knees, fingers face forward. Again, that wrist is going to be under the shoulders. And we're going to lift and bring the hips forward. Good. And squeeze. Squeeze. So we really want to squeeze into the obliques. Abs are in and up. 9, 10. And you'll notice that sometimes my counting is off, and isn't that fun? Come up and over. I took 3 PE classes my senior year and got out of math. My counting shows it. We all have our gifts. Coming down. Switch sides. Up, lift, pelvis forward. Here we go. 1, 2. Squeeze into the obliques. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Very nice. Lateral flexion. Opening up again, lifting that rib cage, breathing deeply. Using those muscles. Think about that fascia just lengthening, softening, opening, and gently releasing. Key to good health is movement. So that's why things like the vibrational plate are important if you're recovering from an injury, or you just don't like to exercise, or because it was so cold you couldn't go outside. Definitely maybe invest in something like that. Let's move to plank. So we come up, again, the wrists are underneath the shoulders. Nice and easy. So we don't have a big sway back here. Lift that booty, press the heels back, and we'll breathe here. Nice and easy. If you get to a point where you really feel stressed, we can come back to downward facing dog. Soften the knees. Think about the shin bones moving forward, taking the thigh bones back, opening the hips, hollowing up the belly, lifting the armpits, and back to plank. And breathe. Keep those hips lifted, strong body. Stay with me. Feels good. Plank is just an excellent core exercise. It gauges our strength. And then we'll move right into side plank. So that hand stays in that position and we open and we're going to squeeze. Squeeze. We'll just do 6. 3. Here's 3, 2, 1. And down. Bring the knees down. Take it back to child's pose. Feel the low back. Tune into the body. As we gain more awareness, we're able to take more responsibility. If we feel like we can't hold our weight up, we need to maybe not only gain strength, but take some of the weight off the body, literally. So every day is a new opportunity to change. We never stand in the same stream twice. We're not the same people we were yesterday. Let's shift the weight forward, and we'll move to the other side. So you can move with me. And we'll move back into plank. Remember, those hands are underneath the shoulders as we extend those legs. Lengthen, bring the heart center forward. Draw the chin. Neutral, and we're lengthening out of the crown of the head. Breathing. Nice and easy. Piece of cake, right? No cake. Take it back, downward facing dog. Again, soften the knees. Think about the shin bones moving forward, thigh bones moving back. Lifting the armpits, hollowing up the belly for a couple breaths here. We might extend those heels to the floor. Stretching, stretching, feeling the hamstrings, noticing the breath. Coming back to plank and hold. Nice, strong body. Stay with me. Breathing. And we'll open to side plank. So that hand stays down and we open. Here's those little lifts. 4, 5, 6. Back to plank. Something to work on. Again, we can use those modifications coming down to the knees, pressing the seat bones back, breathing, drawing that third eye towards the knees, and we'll lift the hips slightly, drawing the chin into the throat, squeezing the thyroid, noticing the back. Neutral spine, and gently come up to a seated position. And we're just going to finish today with a little Kapalabhati breath. If you need a bolster to sit on, we can grab the bolster, or we can do hero's pose. Bring the hands down wherever you're at. Maybe you're seated on your booty. Good. So Kapalabhati breath, we all know this, breath of fire. We're going to start our day this way. So every time we exhale, we pull in and up. And this breath is through the nose. So as we go, let's start with just a normal, natural breath in. And we'll shoot for about 50 exhalations. Ten more. So we can go as fast. I've been doing these for a while, so it might look very different. Let's go ahead and we'll do 50 slow. So we really focus on lifting up that perineal space in the pelvic floor, up and in, as if we're pulling up and in, kind of like doing a Heimlich on the lower abdominal area. It's an in and up, in and up, in and up. Here we go. Activate the pelvic floor each time. Ten more. Very, very good. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning, Lifestyle Yoga with Loretta. Keep checking it out. Work on those planks, side planks. Regain that strength in the low back. Keep the rib cage open, lifted. Grab a vibrational plate if that's an option for you. Keep lifting some weights, getting stronger every day. We never stop having the opportunity to gain muscle, regardless of how long it's been since we've been working out. So get back to it. Get healthy. Let that love, light, and abundance shine in your life. Have a great day, you guys. Let's finish with a deep breath up. And bring it to the heart. Om Mani Padme Om. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste. Peace. Take care. See you later.